Aries, Mars is retrograde and it's opposite Pluto right now, and Mars rules you. So you might be feeling very aggro, but there's a need to really purge and transform any of those inner blocks or fears so you can be more empowered moving forward. So just watch out for any excess anger, especially when it comes to friends and having fun. This is an opportunity to have that deeper conversation to transform your relationships. You're also reevaluating what is fun to you. Where do you put all your creative energy? Are you building towards your life, or are you just wasting it? It's time to reevaluate that. And then when Mars goes into Cancer, this is a deep dive into home, family, living situation. So you can really make it your comfort zone. And then maybe releasing the past and childhood. The full moon in Cancer, your home and foundation is going to be highlighted. So you can release and transform something for more comfort, or maybe you're getting ready to move. With the nodes switching into Pisces and Virgo, there's going to be a focus on you and maybe going a little bit hermit mode. So you can focus on your passion projects or your spiritual practices. What truly, soulfully, do you need? There's going to be a letting go of work, diet, health, routines, or whatever that doesn't serve you, mind, body, spirit. You need to release being so structured in your everyday life and maybe just find that nice spiritual flow and allowing yourself to relax a bit more. If Venus conjuncting Saturn for the first time, this is going to happen 3 times, you'll have the chance to really commit to something like a spiritual path, or a passion project, something that's just for you so you can achieve some sort of spiritual abundance. With the new moon in Aquarius, this is a transformative new beginning when it comes to friends, groups, networks, your hopes and dreams for the future. You can be very influential right now and have a very exciting new beginning. With this Mars retrograde, you're reevaluating your home, family, and your foundation, and that's opposing stuff that's going on in your career, and maybe you got to make a transformation, move for career. Also, maybe reevaluating how much you spend at your job and everything, and maybe needing to make some more time at home, finding that nice, work-home life balance. But you're going to be really, talking about your needs too when it comes to everybody in your local environment. Mars retrograding in your 3rd house, there's going to be a need to talk about, your needs, what you need emotionally, talking about your emotions more, but also maybe a back and forth with siblings, hopefully not too frustrating, or just figuring out your schedule. Also a powerful time to put that creative energy into speaking, writing, maybe blogging. And with the nodes switching into the 11th house and 5th house, thank God this is a fun one after where they've been. There's going to be more of a focus on friendships, networks, hopes and dreams for the future, finding soul family, and really expanding your world in some way. Maybe letting go of what used to be fun, but maybe it was keeping you too much in your comfort zone and too small. It's time to really align with your hopes and dreams and visions for the future and start putting your creative energy towards that. You might get an opportunity when it comes to relationships or a creative endeavor, when it comes to your hopes and dreams for the future, that you can really commit to make your dreams more solid. And with this new moon in Aquarius, you're stepping out into the world in a powerful new way, making powerful moves when it comes to your career and who you are out in the world, not letting fears or anxieties hold you back. Gemini, in the beginning of the month, really watch out for, debates about ideologies or beliefs or fights with siblings. You got to be, temper it down. We're at a, pretty high level with being able to get angry about these things. You're going to be rethinking your daily life, your schedule, your routines, maybe monetizing your skills in some way. With Mars retrograding in Cancer, you're going to be reviewing your finances and how you make money, and maybe you can make more money doing what you love. Full moon in Cancer is going to ask you, what do you value in life now? So you can recognize that, so you can manifest more of that abundance into your life. With the nodes switching into your career house and your home, there's going to be a big focus on your career and a push towards it, towards more success, and maybe a career that's spiritually fulfilling or creative. You could be getting a promotion. Look out for those ideal job opportunities because it is very abundant up there. Really be open. And then you're going to be letting go of home or family. Maybe you're moving for these opportunities. Maybe you're just realizing how much you're growing above and beyond your family now. If there was a month out of any, this is the one to take a risk when it comes to that ideal job or career or that dream. So make sure you go for it. You might be able to commit to something with Venus conjuncting Saturn for the first time when it comes to making that dream happen. This new moon in Aquarius, this is a powerful and transformative new beginning. Maybe you're learning something new for the new career direction that you're going in. Maybe you're teaching, maybe you're traveling, maybe you're finding a mentor, but you're finding more meaning and purpose in life. Cancer, with this Mars retrograde, you're reevaluating your finances and how you spend money, how you can be maybe more heart aligned with how you spend money. And you're going to be facing some power struggles when it comes to relationships or contracts or investments, needing to negotiate. With Mars retrograde in your first house, it's all about you. What do you want? How can you be more empowered to go after your desires and what you want out in the world? This is your time to really speak up for yourself and maybe what you're angry about, and be empowered to make those changes to go in that powerful new direction out in the world. Full moon in Cancer will be highlighting you and help you make that transformation by whatever needs to be released about yourself and your identity or your life in general, so you can make that empowered change. With the nodes switching into the 9th house and the 3rd house, you're going to be pushed towards beliefs and philosophies and spirituality that you really feel drawn towards. This could be astrology, this could be tarot, this could be whatever spiritual practice is. To find that meaning and purpose in life so you can be more on your Dharma timeline. And then you're going to be releasing stuff when it comes to your everyday life or your schedule or issues with siblings. Letting go of some busy work or just overscheduling so you can be focused on that bigger vision. And if you're looking for love, this would be the ideal month to meet a love of a lifetime while traveling. When it comes to relationships or creating, there's something that you can commit to, but it's going to come around 2 more times. This new moon in Aquarius, this is going to be a transformative new beginning when it comes to your internal world, maybe getting rid of any fears or anxieties so you can free yourself for the ultimate expansion when it comes to contracts and partnerships and investments, and maybe finding deeper love with more vulnerability. With Mars retrograde opposite Pluto, you're going to be dealing with power struggles when it comes to your one-on-one relationships, facing a lot of fears or anxieties so you can transform them into more love and more raw power. But we're making changes, not a ton of changes, and not conforming to the masses, but seeing how we can be our most powerful, authentic self moving forward in relationships. Mars in Cancer, we're really going to be connecting to our higher selves and that bigger spiritual version of us so we can integrate more of that into this avatar. Recognizing some of the ways we defeat ourselves or self-sabotage so we can embody more of our spiritual creative power and maybe channel it into passion projects. It's a very powerful time to reprogram the subconscious and just find that nice balanced mind, body, spirit. The North Node in Pisces and Virgo, there's going to be a change up in our money. There's going to be a need to put our money towards investments and contracts and partnerships. There could be strong partnerships coming in. So having that deep internal spiritual transformation so you can have more faith and trust in the universe. And there's going to be a release of income, and maybe we're switching jobs. It's a great time to make a big investment. Maybe it's a mortgage, but either way, it's going to be a lack of money because it's going towards that bigger thing. And there can be an abundant opportunity this month. Maybe you're committing to a partnership or some sort of contract for that bigger growth and that stability. At the end of the month, there's a new beginning when it comes to partnerships and relationships, so you can have that transformative and powerful new beginning, confronting any issues or any underlying power dynamics to really get everything out into the open and be solid. And if you're single, this could be a powerful new connection coming in that's very transformative and magnetic. Virgo, with this Mars retrograde, you're going to be facing some tension or a boiling point when it comes to maybe you're working too hard, maybe you need to rest a little bit more. Maybe you need to find that balance, mind, body, spirit, because you're just spread too thin. Mars retrograding in Cancer, you're going to be reigniting your passions when it comes to your hopes and dreams and visions for the future and which ones really ignite you in a certain way. and which friendships are aligning with that too. Which ones maybe do you have to release? Full moon in Cancer is putting a spotlight on that area of life, so you'll really see who's with you, who's not with you, and how can you be more powerful towards your hopes and dreams. And the node switching is a really big shift for you, but it's going to be a good one. With the North Node going into your house of relationships, there's a fated push towards soulfully aligned connections that could be really strong just right off the bat. And you can meet somebody like really strong and influential, and this could be a business, friendship, or romantic connections that come in that can help you with your spiritual growth. So you release some, perfectionist tendencies, or just that old identity that you've outgrown, so you can find that bigger, broader abundance. This is really strong this month, so if you're single, make sure you're putting yourself out there. A soul-aligned connection will come in, and it'll be very strong. And there will also be serious conversations when it comes to a certain relationship, and this will be the first one because Venus is going to be coming back a couple more times, but this is all for more commitment and seriousness to take it to the next level in your relationships. The new moon in Aquarius is this powerful new beginning when it comes to your work, diet, routines, exercise. How can you make your everyday life the most transformative and powerful so it serves you, so you can serve the world best? Libra, there might be some tension when it comes to friends and what you do for fun. There's a need for transformation, so you're powerful with your creative energy, and you're channeling that into, creative works or maybe a business, and that is aligned with your hopes and dreams and visions for the future. Watch out for any frustrations with friends. You can have those deeper conversations for that deep transformation. With Mars retrograding in your 10th house, you're asking questions about your long-term goals in your career and who you are out in the world, and how can you align with that in a more passionate way moving forward. So you might change certain agreements. You might, just reinvest your time and your energy into what you really want. Full moon in Cancer is going to put a spotlight on that area for you, so you can really, reflect on what you're aligning with and release whatever's not aligning. In the node switching, there's going to be more of a focus on work, diet, health, and routines that's really putting you in flow, and maybe it's more towards creativity or spiritual practices. Facing maybe being too critical on yourself or the ways that you self-sabotage, so you can really make the dream a reality and your everyday life a dream. And with Venus conjuncting Saturn the first time, there's going to be an opportunity to really commit to either a project or a routine or, something for health that can be very beneficial to you. And with this new moon in Aquarius, I really like this one. It looks like a very powerful and transformative new beginning when it comes to creativity and fun and passion. Where is your creative energy going? Is it going towards creating your life in a beautiful way, towards your business or creative projects, or towards love? If you're dating somebody new, this could be very powerful and transformative and intense. This could be a past life connection. But either way, this could be very powerful with how you create your life and receiving some creative downloads. Scorpio, you're probably feeling this Mars opposite Pluto in the beginning of the month. It's giving you a lot of passion and drive and intensity. It could also be bringing up some underlying power struggles or dynamics or things that just need to be burned away, so you release any of your own blocks or frustrations or fears. Some tension when it comes to home and family, and maybe you need to make some, adjustments when it comes to what you're doing out in the world and make sure there's enough family time. Also seeing how you can be that powerful, bright version of yourself, following your heart and your dreams and goals out in the world. With Mars retrograding in Cancer, you're really going to be going over your beliefs and your philosophies and meaning and purpose in life, and how can you be more aligned with that. In Cancer, you might be letting go of an old belief system so you can rejuvenate when it comes to that vision and that meaning and purpose in life. The node switching, this is really exciting. You're going to get a big fat love and passion boost. Soulfully push towards love, passion, creativity. The higher octave of love, Neptune is going to be there, so you can meet somebody new that's really powerful around this time. You're going to be focused more on your own creativity and what's fun to you versus what's fun to the group. You're letting go of that. Receiving an abundance of creative downloads, so you can be aligned with your just passion and make that adjustments when it comes to your hopes, dreams, and visions for the future. It didn't need to be like that. And with Saturn conjuncting Venus for the first time, this is going to happen 2 more times. You could be getting serious with a romantic interest or a creative project. With the new moon in Aquarius, this is a very solid and transformative new beginning when it comes to home, family, and foundation. Having those deeper conversations with home and family, or maybe a deep transformation of the past and family and how they used to do things, but how you can do things in a more powerful way. Yes, there is power with reviewing your beliefs and your philosophies about the world and aligning your heart with deeper meaning and purpose for more expansion. Watch out for any power struggles though when it comes to siblings or debates. They could get a little hot right now. With Mars retrograde in Cancer, you're going to be doing a deep internal dive, really just alchemizing any fears or anxieties or rage so you can burn that all away and find more expansion moving forward. Transforming all of that into more raw and authentic power. And you're going to be reviewing contracts and partnerships and your investments if they align with you still, or if you're more powerful releasing some of that moving forward. Moon in Cancer is going to put a spotlight on this area for you so you can really see what needs to be released, and maybe you're clearing out old debts and loans. If you're in a relationship, this could open you up to more intimacy and rawness in your relationships. With the North Node in Pisces and South Node in Virgo, there's going to be a big focus on home, family, and foundation, and your healing stuff when it comes to home and family and getting along with them more. There's a shift in cleansing going on in your career house and who you are out in the world, and how can you be more aligned in a deeper, soulful way. With this new moon in Aquarius, this is a very transformative and powerful new beginning when it comes to your schedule, your mentality, your daily routines, and you're being really efficient. Having some of those healing, deeper conversations or writing and speaking, that can really alchemize stuff. Capricorn, this Mars retrograde is bringing up tension when it comes to yourself and your relationships, needing to have those deeper conversations in general about money or those uncomfortable topics. How can you find that new balance moving forward, that new fairness? With Mars retrograding in your relationship house, there's going to be some aggravation when it comes to your relationship. They might be a little more frustrated, but you can have those deeper conversations and really find that transformation. This could be romantic, or this could even be with a boss to make sure that you're getting paid enough. With the North Node in Pisces, there's going to be an emphasis on a spiritual flow in your everyday life. This is a good time to take up a spiritual practice or maybe some sort of studying. And it could also be just finding the romance when it comes to short distance travel or writing, speaking, blogging. Facing old beliefs that were maybe a little too rigid and just outdated. It's time to find more of that spiritual expansion moving forward, and you can really commit to some sort of daily practice in your everyday life. This new moon in Aquarius, this can be a powerful, transformative new beginning with money. Maybe you're seeing a new way to make money or a new income stream. Really open up to all the possibilities that might be a little bit more futuristic. It's a great time to ask for a raise or a promotion or start a business. Aquarius, this Mars retrograde is frustrating and you're facing more power struggles and just dynamics, and maybe there's a little bit more passionate outbursts or just disagreements in relationships, and there's a need to find a new balance moving forward. Tense and passionate about your wants and desires, and there's a need to see who's like pumping you up versus who's slowing you down. But you're powerful right now, and you need a little bit more than surface level relationships. It's a great time to have those deeper conversations to find that transformation. Mars retrograding in the 6th, make sure you're taking care of your pets and everything, but there's going to be a need to reevaluate your everyday life and your health, diets, routines, and exercise, and make sure that you find that new balance and you're finding that time to nurture yourself. So what work and responsibilities can you take care of, and which ones do you maybe need to delegate a little bit more? The node switching to Virgo and Pisces, there's going to be a deep, soulful push towards money and making money in a more spiritual way or creative way, something that might be a little bit more soul aligned. Releasing old debts or loans or contracts that might be a little bit outdated and rigid. It's also a deeper, soulful push towards what you value in that deeper, soulful way, so you can create more of that easy flow of abundance in your life. And look for that new opportunity that you could really commit to that can bring in a lot of abundance, but it probably feels really good and soulfully aligned. You know, it could be just a new business or some sort of project. This new moon in Aquarius is bringing a new beginning with you and your identity and your wants and desires. And how can you step into that highest version of yourself and be that powerful person that goes after what you want moving forward? Pisces, this Mars retrograde is bringing frustrations or delays when it comes to your work, or you're just finding a lot more frustration when it comes to your everyday life and your routines, needing to find a new way of doing things. Maybe you need a little bit more rest, balancing out things out, mind, body, spirit. With this Mars retrograding in Cancer, you're discovering what's fun to you now. How do you spend your creative energy and your time? Is that going towards your bigger goals and visions, or is there a need to reevaluate? There's a need to create, so you can create a business, you can just be creative, you could create kids. This is also a great time to find more love, passion, and excitement in your relationship. With the note switching, this is all about you, and you're really kicking off this new chapter strong with yourself and your identity, and you're having a major glow up after you've had a lot of challenges and hardship and responsibilities. Things are improving. You're getting a big optimistic boost when it comes to your vision for your life and your future, and how can you go after your wants and desires and be that highest version of yourself. There's going to be a need to release in certain relationships, a need to be perfect for them, a need to serve all the time. You know, any self-defeating tendencies when it comes to relationships. Developing more peace and security and boundaries to create that big, broad vision. And there's the opportunity to commit to that vision in some way, so you can prioritize yourself and your goals and desires. This new moon in Aquarius, there's going to be a new beginning when it comes to prioritizing your mental health and maybe taking on a spiritual practice or committing more to a transformative passion project. Releasing any self-defeating tendencies so you can find that new balanced mind, body, spirit.